Last July 4, I went to this neighborhood fireworks party with some friends. It was one of those big street block parties. Kids running around, loud music, barbecue smoke in the air, and fireworks already starting even though it wasn't dark yet. It was fun at first, but then, as it got darker and more crowded, I started to feel uneasy. I noticed this guy across the street just standing there, not watching the fireworks or talking to anyone. He wasn't with the party, and he didn't look like someone from around the neighborhood. He just stood by the fence wearing a cap pulled low and sunglasses, which was weird because it was already getting dark. I thought maybe he was waiting for someone, but he stayed there for over an hour, not moving much. I tried to ignore it, but something about him kept pulling my attention back. Later that night, during the big fireworks show, everyone was looking up. I turned to check if the guy was still there, and he was gone. That's when I noticed something even worse. My friend's little brother, who had been running around earlier, wasn't with the other kids anymore. We told the parents and started looking around. People were yelling his name, searching yards, behind cars, everywhere. Finally, someone found him crying behind a shed 2 streets down. He said a man grabbed his arm and tried to pull him away, but he screamed and ran. He didn't get a good look, just said the guy wore a hat and sunglasses. The cops came and everything, but they never found the guy. No one even noticed him leave. After that, I couldn't enjoy fireworks the same way again. Last 4th of July, my cousins and I decided to watch the fireworks at this big open field behind the school. It was kind of far from the main event, but we wanted a quiet spot where we could light sparklers and just hang out without a huge crowd. There were 4 of us, and we brought snacks, a speaker, and blankets, and it was all chill. As the fireworks started, we noticed this car pull up and park a little way down from where we were. At first, we didn't think much of it. People stop in random spots to watch the fireworks all the time. But what was weird was no one got out of the car. It just sat there with the engine running and the headlights off. After maybe 10 minutes, it backed up slowly and turned off to the side like it was trying not to be seen. We joked that it was probably someone trying to make out in secret or whatever, but something about it didn't sit right with me. I kept glancing at it, and at some point, I noticed the driver's side door had opened. There wasn't much light, so I couldn't really see anyone clearly, but I thought I saw someone crouch and move towards the trees behind us. I told my cousin, and he stood up, trying to see better, but the fireworks were loud, and we didn't want to freak everyone out over nothing. Then we heard something, like twigs snapping. We turned off the speaker and sat still. Another snap. It wasn't an animal, it was footsteps, slow and close. We grabbed our stuff fast and started walking back towards the road, but we kept looking back, and I swear, in the distance, I saw someone standing near the trees, just watching. They didn't come any closer, but they didn't leave either. When we got back to the main road, the car was gone, no sign of it. We waited with a bunch of people at the main event until my cousin's mom came to pick us up. We never found out who that was or what they were doing, but I don't think they were there to watch fireworks. And if we hadn't left when we did, I don't even want to know what would have happened. Last 4th of July, I went to this big fireworks event with my friend and her older brother. It was at this fairground just outside town. Tons of people, food stalls, and music. It felt like the whole city was there. Everything was fine until we decided to leave early before the fireworks ended to beat the traffic. We took this shortcut through the back of the fairground, this dirt path that cut through the wooded area and came out near the parking lot. It wasn't dark yet, but the trees made it feel a little dim. Her brother was ahead of us on his phone, not really paying attention, and me and my friend were walking slow, just talking. After a few minutes, we noticed this guy walking behind us. At first, I thought he was just another person leaving early too, but the thing was, every time we slowed down, he slowed down too. When we stopped, he stopped too, and no one else was around. Her brother didn't really care at first, but I kept looking back, and the guy wasn't pretending to be on his phone or anything. He was just watching us, walking the same pace, not saying a word. My friend got a little nervous too, so we told her brother and we started walking faster. The guy picked up his pace too. We got out of the trees and ran to the parking lot. Her brother had the keys and was trying to unlock the car fast. I looked back and the guy had stopped at the edge of the woods, just staring at us, not moving, not saying anything, just standing there like he was waiting or thinking about something. We jumped in the car, locked the doors, and her brother drove off fast. None of us talked for a while. I don't know what that guy wanted or why he followed us, but maybe he was trying to scare us. Maybe it was more than that. I still think about how quiet he was, how calm, like he didn't care if we noticed him or not, and I'm just glad we didn't walk that path alone. Last 4th of July, my family had this barbecue at my cousin's house. He lives kinda far out, near this open field, where people in their area shoot off fireworks. The day part was fun. There were music, food, and cousins everywhere. But when it got dark, that's when it got weird. A bunch of us teens walked out to the field to watch the fireworks. It was loud, colorful, and everything you'd expect. After a while, I realized I left my phone charging inside, so I told my cousins I'd be right back and walked back alone. On my way there, I noticed this guy standing a few feet off the main path. He wasn't with any group, no kids or anything. He was just standing there, arms crossed, staring towards the house. I thought maybe he was someone's guest, but something about him felt off. I didn't say anything though. I just walked faster. When I got inside, I checked the front window, and the guy was still there, still standing. My uncle was nearby, so I casually asked him if he knew him. He didn't. He said he hadn't noticed anyone out front. A few minutes later, I looked again, and the guy was gone. I figured maybe he left, but then, as I was heading back out to the field, I saw him again, only this time, he was standing behind the shed, kind of hidden, still facing the house. At that point, I wasn't about to go back out there alone, so I stayed inside and told my cousins to come in with me. We watched the kitchen window for a while. Eventually, the guy walked off towards the road, not in a rush or anything, just calmly, like he didn't even care if someone saw him. Nobody else noticed him. No one knew who he was. He didn't do anything. He didn't even try to get in the house or talk to anyone, but he watched for way too long, and that was enough to freak me out. I still don't get what his plan was, but maybe he was waiting for something or someone. I don't know, but I'm never walking back to that house alone again during fireworks night.